folks. I'd like to say good afternoon and welcome, of course, happy Memorial Weekend. We, of course, getting ready to bring our ladies out, and tonight, we definitely want to make some noise, so whenever we have an opportunity, we want to let our ladies, the LA Strikers, know that we are here behind them the whole game. So tonight, we're going to get loud, and they're going to know we're behind them. Again, we'd like to remind you folks, don't forget raffle tickets available, only $5 a shot. You have a chance at winning the VIP experience. You get sideline seats, you get 4 Stadium Club boxes. You also get free parking. This would be for a game between the Galaxy and Chivas, and all you have to do is have at least one raffle ticket in your hand. Tickets available at the box office or at the merchandise table. So get your ticket or tickets. Also, too, for those folks that make it to all of our home games, and we hope you can, don't forget you can catch the Strikers online. So we'll let you know about that. But again, folks, we'd like to make sure that we all make some noise tonight. We'll let you know at what point we'll let the ladies know that we're here for them. That's a good start already. Good. All right, those folks showed the rest of us what we have to do, okay? So, also very good.
Time we got? 50. Is this the remix? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We are minutes away from Game 2 of the 2012 USL W League season. Tonight's match will feature your LA Strikers versus defending conference champions, the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Please direct your attention to the field for your 2012 LA Strikers! Oh my goodness. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise as the players enter onto the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank our officials for this evening, Medhat Azazi, Trevor Rappelet, and Nicole Barros. And now introducing the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. In goal, number 1, Cynthia Jacobo. Number 17, Sydney Vermillion. Number 20, Tyler Ramirez. Number 5, Katie Russ. Number 2, Kayla Krett. Number 12, Nadia Link. Number 19, Anna Borges. Number 10, Dinora Garza. Number 21, Holly Hines. Number 11, Laura Luis. And number 18, Adite Fernandez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to introduce your LA Strikers. Number 9, Captain Vanessa Valentine. Number 1, making her first appearance in goal, Nikolai Jorgensen. Number 14, Ashley Cabrera. Number 6, Rachel Fleming. Number 22, Megan Erskine. Number 15, Cassie Massey. Number 13, Bobby Roberts. Number 10, Jamie Bell. Number 12, Hannah Beard. Number 16, Samantha Johnson. And number 7, Melissa Fernandez. A special thanks to the Strikers team orthopedist, Dr. Vladimir Gendelman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and stand for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The LA Strikers and the United Soccer Leagues request that you refrain from tossing any objects onto the playing field. If a game ball enters your seating area, please return it to the nearest ball retriever or to the field of play. Any spectator entering the playing field or interrupting play in any manner shall be ejected and subject to arrest. The LA Strikers and the United Soccer League thanks you for your cooperation. Now everybody enjoy the game. Nope, just a bit of a ladder. KidSportsZone.com welcomes you to this special presentation of LA Strikers Soccer. My name is Mark Serber, and I am joined by the Dalai Lama of soccer, Simon Allen. Simon, thank you so much for being here with us today. And the LA Strikers and the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, both coming off of opening day losses to the Pali Blues by the same scoreline nonetheless.
It's going to be a great match no matter what. These are two teams that really have to play well this game, and they're looking to essentially beat each other on the field to sort of make it, Western Conference their own right now.
Well, still early days here, but both teams looking to get to winning ways here in the W League. So let's go down to the field where the action is about to start between the LA Strikers and the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. So Santa Clarita in their all-white strips will get things underway. The visitors attacking from left to right, while the LA Strikers in their black jerseys, red shorts, and red socks will be going from right to left. Pretty good defense right away to crowd them out in midfield, and the Strikers will play the ball along the back line. You can see right away kind of that direct style play, Simon Allen, looking down the wing right from the off.
This is something that they're going to have to work on. 2 weeks ago, they were playing a great flank game. It took to no avail, but at the end of the day today, they're going to have to use those flanks a little bit more than they did 2 weeks ago.
Borges tries to play the ball forward in the midfield. She'll win it back for Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Leaves it off and will win a throw-in. So Santa Clarita Blue Heat will have the throw-in right around midfield. Both teams looking to establish possession here early on as we've reached the 1 minute mark and still no score.
I want everyone out there to go ahead and watch the white shirt, number 10. She might be the pivotal playmaker of this team, so keep your eye out for that.
Dinora Graza made 3 appearances in the Women's World Cup last summer for Mexico, registering an assist as well. And this is Edith Fernandez. Tries to push it forward for her Portuguese teammate. Well, knocked off the ball. Will run right back by Garza. And now the Blue Heat starting to establish some possession through Garza in that midfield. Garza dispossessed as the Strikers looking to go the other way on the counterattack. The Strikers do allow the Blue Heat to get back and defend, but just doing a good job of keeping the ball at the moment. A good ball played through, and offside flag goes up, but I'm not sure about that, Simon. It looked like the 2 players on the far side kept him on.
That was a dodgy call, if I must say so myself. I would have given that one to the striker. Let her at least take a shot on goal. Shake the rust off. It's the second game. Come on, linesman.
So it'll be a free kick for Cynthia Jacobo, 2011 W League Goalkeeper of the Year. She'll actually leave it off for her center back. It's played out wide to Vermillion. The Vermillion mishit, but Cassie Massey unable to take advantage. Borges bowled over, but play goes on. These are tough girls out here. Don't mind a little bit of contact.
This ain't ballet, let me tell you.
A lot of players out here who've played for their national teams, and many players in the U.S. youth setup, U20 pool and U23 pool as well. Speaking of internationals, this is Borges, Portuguese international with 24 caps for her country. Gets it off to Graza, a Mexican international. A nice combination play through the midfield. On a good ball, slipped inside. Borges will look to cut this one back. Oh, and it's the opening goal for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. They're off the mark now. You couldn't have asked for a prettier combination to spring that play open in the channel, and then the pullback from Borges was spot on in the finish to match.
Mark, that was clinical. That was what we want to see from the gals in white. That was sheer brilliance and a very clinical goal. Let's see now how the Strikers are going to react to this. It's early days.
A good combination play to unlock that Strikers to defense, but they have to know that that ball's going to be pulled back. And for the second time in 2 games, the Strikers are chasing the game. This goal coming in just the 4th minute of play. And it's Santa Clarita with their tails up looking for more. Touched on the midfield by Graza. This is Holly Hines. Plays it out to the far side. And the Strikers looking to run through Hannah Beard and Sam Johnson. Now Johnson falls over and Santa Clarita will retake possession. 5th minute here at Jack Kemp Stadium. 1-0 in favor of the visitors, Santa Clarita Blue Heat, the reigning Western Conference regular season champions, although they lost in the Western Conference Championship to the Vancouver Whitecaps 4-3, but looking to repeat here in the regular season. A good early ball in, but that will be easy for Nicolai Jorgensen, Danish keeper, making her first start for the LA Strikers.
That's not going to bother this keeper right now. The crosses, even if you attack her right now, I think she's got confidence and she's commanding in that box.
Jorgensen plays her college ball at Cal Baptist and sends it forward. And Sam Johnson, one of those players in the U20 national pool, chasing onto it. Oh, she'll leave it off, and here's the chance to the far post. Well, it's easy for Jacobo, as Melissa Fernandez had a chance to put one against her old club. Remains 1-0 here in favor of Santa Clarita. But the LA Strikers making themselves known that this will not be an easy game for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat despite taking the early lead. Excellent run from the outside back, although the cross left a little bit to be desired, too close to the keeper, but Megan Erskine showing that she's not afraid to get forward.
Well, there's that flank play I was telling you about. We've got to see that. And unfortunately, there was no one there to retrieve it. But at the end of the day, more of those will get more opportunities for this team.
Ashley Cabrera will chase back and let it go out of bounds for a throw-in for the Strikers.
Right now, Mark, the Strikers are playing a little bit high. They weren't playing high the first half of their last game. Second half of the last game, they came out, they pushed the high, and they left a little room in the back for a counterattack. Let's see if they've worked the kinks out during practice. This was it been the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's about 2 weeks. Last game was on the 13th. This is Cassie Massey. A tremendous sliding tackle from Hines, but the Strikers end up with it. Inside from Melissa Fernandez, spent last season with the Blue Heat. I had a chance to equalize for the Strikers just a minute ago. Long ball looking forward. And this is Laura Luis, one of 3 players on the field for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat who plays for the Portuguese national team, along with Ana Borges and Edith Fernandez, who's the captain of Portugal, has a century of caps and 31 goals to boot.
You know, Mark, I saw this team play against Armenia recently, and I was so impressed with Portugal and the way they play. Very lucky to have them here in the United States playing domestically for us here.
Holly Hines out of the University of Michigan will take this corner kick. Looks like it'll be an outswinger from the near post. This one looped too close into Jorgensen, and she'll handle those all day. What a great story, Holly Hines. She's had some tough years. Her first year at Michigan, suffered a knee injury, was able to bring herself back, played last year for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, went back for preseason, ready to play for Michigan, and ended up discovering that she had thyroid cancer, has done so well to not only continue to play with Michigan, she will feature for them this year, but also to play 90 minutes against the Pali Blues in Santa Clarita's opener, and now playing here against the LA Strikers.
And these are the stories that you love to hear about in soccer, don't you? I mean, at the end of the day, this player comes out, has all this adversity going against her, and she's on the field right now for our enjoyment. Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, an excellent midfielder, Holly Hine. Can see why Michigan went all the way to Castaic, California to recruit her. This is going to be a defensive throw-in for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat on the far side. 1-0 in the 9th minute. Couldn't see who scored that goal, and we will let you know as soon as we find out who that goal scorer was. We apologize here in KidSportsZone.com. So many players in the box were queuing up to get on the end of it.
And it was just a great run of play, Mark. Great run of play on this one.
A free kick to Santa Clarita. Launched forward. Headed away. Sam Johnson targeting up. Not a bad idea, looking for that run of Melissa Fernandez as Hannah Beard gets sidestepped by Sydney Vermillion. And the ball played out wide. This is Nadia Link. Had 16 goals and 10 assists her junior year at Cal State Long Beach. Just came back from the U23 national team training camp at the Home Depot Center a couple weeks ago. Well stepped in by the captain, Vanessa Valentine. Cassie Massey does a good job to bring that ball under control. Megan Erskine, who plays her college ball at San Diego State, weaves her way out of traffic. Oh, brilliant diagonal ball to the far side. Melissa Fernandez racing to get on the end of a cross. Well cut out on the far side. But the counterattack looking strong for the LA Strikers.
Very good. A great way how they switch sides of the pitch. Unfortunately, the defense came ahead. Not a problem. I think there's going to be a lot more of those sort of plays throughout the game.
Well, 10 minutes in, Santa Clarita Blue Heat took a 1-0 lead in the 4th minute. But this looks like it's going to be a very good game between these two teams. Ball launched in the box. Johnson almost getting on the end of it. Couldn't make proper contact with her head.
Well, if you're expecting a barn burner, I think it could happen. Everyone out there who's watching us right now, you should be here. It's a great atmosphere, and at the end of the day, you should come here and watch some great soccer.
Erskine lets it go over her. That could be a problem as it's brought down by the Portuguese captain, Edith Fernandez. 4th in the league in scoring last year. As that's well blocked out by Melissa Fernandez. Fernandez, one of many players on both of these teams who plays their college ball at Cal State University Northridge, better known in these parts as CSUN. Had 4 goals and 4 assists as a junior this season. Fernandez trying to turn. Well defended. Massey to bring it forward in the 11th minute. Looking to connect with Fernandez. Fights off the attention of Taylor Ramirez. It gets it in the midfield for Bobby Roberts. Ramirez did well to recover and win that back for Santa Clarita. And space for Garza. Mexican international weaves her way through. Oh, lovely touch. Well recovered by Ashley Cabrera. Taken over by Borges. 21-year-old unable to escape the attention of Cabrera. And that long ball to no one as Fernandez was coming back and Cabrera wanted to go long.
The strikers are holding their back line up pretty well. They're converting their chances when it comes to actual passes converted. They're going from the defense all the way to the midfield. There's that last part of the pitch where they're going to have a little bit of problem. But at the end of the day, I think right now that defense is pretty much rock solid, apart from that 1 goal they've given. Let's see what happens now.
They certainly haven't allowed those cheeky little combinations
Right.
to open up that space in the channel. Cabrera's become wise to it.
Right, and they're just shaking the rust off right now. It's a second game. You know, it's 10 minutes, plenty of time to go.
Jorgensen switches it to the far side. The strikers content to play it out of traffic through Megan Erskine. Really seem to be favoring this left side here in the early going. Erskine, good ball into the channel. This time a bit too far for Fernandez. And Russ will get it back to her keeper, Jacoba. Katie Russ once again. Had 13 appearances for the Blue Heat last season. Played the full 90 versus Pally last week, Katie Russ. Another one of those players who plays her college ball at CSUN. Now, I was going through these players. I was thinking, this is like a CSUN reunion
Right.
out here.
Great program there, by the way. Played with a few of those of the players there. A few of them were on my team many, many years ago. So they're doing a great job promoting soccer as well.
A throw in for Megan Erskine. Erskine always looking to attack. Long ball brought down on the far side. Taken away before Laura Luis could get there, but Santa Clarita win it back in midfield. Edith Fernandez turns. Oh, good ball through. Hine is onside. Anna Borges was screaming for that ball to be played back to her. Now it is, but she's closed down. And good team defending, hunting to win that ball back in packs, but then casually letting the ball go out of bounds was Megan Erskine, so it's going to be another corner kick for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. 14th minute, and the Blue Heat looking to tack on to their early 1-0 lead.
This is going to be a critical part of the game right now. Last match, set plays had a little bit of a problem with the set plays. Let's see what happens now.
This one played short behind. Oh, and that's straight from the training ground. Almost a brilliant goal from Garza. I think they were watching Switzerland versus Germany from yesterday. The Swiss pulled off something similar. I think Jorgensen, spectacular save if she got a touch to push that one onto the crossbar. Launched back in.
Oh,
Jorgensen. Oh, a bit of miscommunication with her central defender.
Oh.
And can't save it. So it's going to be another corner kick. Communication has to be better in the back there, Simon.
It has to be. I mean, it was just night and day difference from about a minute ago. But I'm loving what the goalie's doing right now. She's commanding the box. Yes, there might be a mistake here and there, but she is taking care of everything. Again, let's see what happens in the corner.
So we've seen one ball swung in. We've seen one play from the training ground. Let's see what Holly Hein comes up with here. This one direct. Jorgensen stayed on her line. Brought down by Fernandez. Good block in the box. Still under pressure as the LA Strikers. Sent back in by Garza. Good ball. Headed away once again. Anywhere will do just to relieve some of the pressure.
At this point, they're just soaking up anything they can get. And to be honest with you, I don't think they can do this the entire game. They have to move forward, and they just can't be ball watching when the ball is just crossed into the area.
Vermillion. Throwing, looking for Laura Luis.
Oh.
Luis commits the foul on Cabrera. Well, there's your get-out-of-jail free card, a chance for the LA Strikers to get players forward here via the free kick. 16th minute from Jack Kemp Stadium on the campus of Occidental College. Beautiful facility and a great atmosphere created by the fans who've come out this afternoon.
They are out, and they're loving it. Full voice.
Jorgensen takes the goal kick. Holly Hein wins it in midfield. Dia Fernandez brings it down. Erskine repels. Hannah Beard, played as a forward against the Pali Blues, has dropped into the midfield for this game. Just like Melissa Fernandez, played for Santa Clarita last year. Beard had 4 goals and an assist in 14 outings for Santa Clarita last season. Oh, and the flag stays down. The cross comes in. Holly Hein, good late in arriving. A turn and shot from Fernandez, well blocked. And the coaching staff for Santa Clarita Blue Heat up on their feet screaming for a handball, but have to think the referee saying that was ball to hand rather than hand to ball.
It was definitely some contact, but I don't think the defender actually knew what was going on. You've got to keep moving.
Jacobo. Vermillion. Lovely weighted ball floated into the path of Borges. One-on-one against Cabrera. Borges looks like she wants to run. She's got the angle, and Cabrera tries to chip it to the back post. Oh, good defending on the far side. That was almost a beautiful second goal, and once again it's Borges who's the danger woman.
Yeah, and I'm surprised why no one's on her one-on-one. They're letting her have a little bit more space than I would like, but what a fantastic play right there. Only inches away from the goal.
Well, Borges had 3 goals for Portugal in the Algarve Cup, 24 caps for her country, and you can see why she's rated internationally. Her and Edith Fernandez spent the winter playing in Spain with Praense Zaragoza. Fernandez has been everywhere. She's played in China, England. She's won 9 titles in Portugal with the likes of Boa Vista and other clubs. Santa Clarita, what a pickup last year when they got her. Oh, and it's that second chance. Jorgensen gets down well. This will go out for another corner kick. It's been all Santa Clarita in these last 10 minutes. This will be an in-swinger from the far side, unless it's taken short as it is. And that crossover cooked, so it'll be a goal kick for the LA Strikers in the 18th minute.
I'm loving what I'm seeing right now from Santa Clarita. They're really pressuring the defense. The LA Strikers are looking kind of lead-legged in the back. They need to be moving around more, marking up a little bit better than they're doing right now. Maybe it's the heat, but I'm not sure. This is a little bit night and day difference from 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you.
Jorgensen's goal kick. Headed out of bounds by Taylor Ramirez, member of the U20 national pool out of University of North Carolina. And Cassie Massey. Throw under Fernandez. She has Bobby Roberts, but now she uses her. And Roberts to tee it up. Couldn't keep her effort down.
I like what they were thinking. It's a good play. If it was a little bit lower, obviously it would have been a goal, but I like what was going on there. This is what they should be doing moving forward.
But Fernandez playing up top. Looks like a 4-3-3 for the LA Strikers here, Simon, in the early going.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I can see that right now. They're trying to hold some shape in the midfield. This is where the trouble is. They can't convert any sort of play from the midfield to the forwards, where I think there's going to be a little bit of a change. If that doesn't change, there's going to be a change in the second half from that, to essentially get a one lone striker and sort of two playing in the back. Again, early days.
Well, that ball too easily telegraphed, and the counterattack could be on for the Strikers. Good defending on the far side, and Garza will overtake.
Lovely.
Ooh, good sliding challenge. Referee saying that Bobby Roberts, when she slid in, came in with her stud showing, and that is why she's whistled for the foul. Otherwise, did get all ball there, Simon.
I think so.
Free kick in the 20th minute for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Headed away by the captain, Valentine. Garza unable to bring it down. Beard pushes it forward for Fernandez, but just beyond her reach, and the Blue Heat will retake. Jacobo had 7 saves in the loss to Pally. And this time the handball will be called.
Referee's doing a good job so far.
Erskine has space to advance. Good turn from Sam Johnson. Erskine once again. Kind of caught him between two minds. Think that was a diagonal ball, but instead it's right into the arms of Jacobo. Good distribution from the Cal State Northridge keeper. Santa Clarita going 2-on-5, and it's the 5 who went out.
This is what I'm scared about, is the quick counterattack. Look, a quick strike, and then, look, another counterattack, and I'm not quite sure what's going on in the midfield. Again, something that should be addressed during halftime, but so far so good for the ladies wearing white.
Garza. Holly Hine playing as that shield in front of the back 4. Vermillion. Taylor Ramirez, just 18 years old. 2 goals and 12 appearances for UNC her freshman season. Well won in defense. This is Massey looking to run. Good tracking back by Borges, but could only push it onto Johnson. Massey once again. Nice switch to the far side. Cut inside. Crucial intervention by Vermillion. The shot comes in. That was almost 1-1. Well, the center back did well to step in, but she's got to make an assured clearance. Gave it right back to an LA Strikers attacker, and that shot just missing the far side. Chances seem like they're going to be few and far between against this Blue Heat team, so got to start taking them 2 genuine opportunities to get on the board, but the Strikers still looking for their first goal of the season.
And I wonder if she's going to rue her chances when she looks back at the table and says, wow, it was only a few inches away.
Jorgensen out to claim at the top of her box. Taking all 6 seconds. Over Fernandez, and Ramirez will clear. Smart header to Vermillion, who sends it forward. Bit of head tennis in midfield, finally brought down by the Blue Heat. Pop forward, looking for Fernandez. Oh, well stepped in. Strikers looking to spring an attack through Fernandez. Lovely turn through the midfield. Ooh, Johnson fell over. Now it's 1-on-3. Now Johnson joins the attack. But Fernandez did a great job to keep the ball. Hannah Beard bulldozing her way through, puts the shot on goal. Jacobo was in good position.
It's end-to-end stuff, Mark. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now from both teams when it comes to shots on goal. A little bit more accuracy, perhaps a little bit more toughness in the shot. And it could have been easily a 3-3 game right now.
Entertaining 24 minutes as both Fernandez and Beard, two players who played for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat last season, had a chance to put one on their former employers, but it remains 1-0 in favor of the visitors here on Kids Sports Zone. Good advantage played by the referee there. Once Garza won it, he pulled it back for the free kick for the LA Strikers. Bobby Roberts standing over the ball, about 42 yards from goal. Always helpful for us with the football marks, but for the players, it's terrible because they can't sneak up. The ref knows exactly where 10 yards is.
Great for the viewer. I feel very bad for someone playing right now. They're playing on this turf. It's a little bit hotter than it is where we are, and there's no hiding the fact.
Free kick floated in, but nobody chasing it for the Strikers. Poor header out. An opportunity could be on. Fernandez poked away by Ramirez. Good step by Erskine. And good defense by the referee.
Well, the referee is part of the pitch, so you can't hit him and he shouldn't say anything. So I guess that could be a plus for the game, right?
Rachel Fleming on the far side. Hannah Beard checking in. Lovely ball movement through the midfield by the Strikers. And Erskine finds Jamie Bell out wide. 1-on-1 against Vermillion. Bell looking to get to the end line. Stellar 1-on-1 defending by Sydney Vermillion. Erskine takes the throw. Roberts skips past one challenge. The Bell's popped up on this near side once again. Beard. Strong defending from the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Looking to spring the attack. Laura Lewis is chasing. Ashley Cabrera wins out. Oh, good work by Hannah Beard. The Englishwoman looking to run. Has a step on Taylor Ramirez. Oh, what a sliding challenge from Ramirez. She had to get that absolutely right. And it's going to be a corner kick, but Ramirez misses that. It's a penalty.
Yeah, I thought she was going to miss that. I thought it was going to be a genuine shot for a penalty. Wow. Great defending. Flabbergasted here.
Well, Erskine coming up. Bell asking if she wants to take the corner. And it looks like it will be Bell playing it short. Erskine, that's not a bad ball in. Oh, and what a save by Jacobo. That was pinball stuff in the box, and Jacobo with good reactions.
I'm telling you, folks, you have to be here right now. This is fantastic stuff.
Good cut inside by Nadia Lake. Fernandez is on, but so is Jorgensen, and she'll pick up the ball. Beautiful ball threaded through by Link, but great reading of the game by the goalkeeper there. Cabrera. Erskine. Cabrera started against Pally on this left-hand side, but with Erskine in the lineup, Cabrera has gone into the center of defense to partner with Vanessa Valentine. Well brought down by Bell. Ramirez with the block once again. She just will not be beat, Taylor Ramirez. 18-year-old right now keeping her head like a savvy veteran, especially in those one-on-one situations. Nadia Link wins the throw-in. The Blue Heat will creep further up this right-hand touchline. 29th minute, still 1-0 in favor of the Blue Heat over the LA Strikers. Fernandez and Holly Hine was looking to spring Nadia Link. Little push in the back from Hannah Beard. Nothing doing, says the referee. And now Beard will look to go forward. Sliding it through for Johnson. Defender had the angle. And the assistant referee on this side says that Katie Russ was able to keep it in bounds. A tremendous shifting and covering from that back line for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, Simon.
Well, we're seeing a great game of defense here. I'd like to see more things going on in the midfield, but what we're seeing here is some great defense. The ball is being moved quite rapidly to those areas, and let's continue.
Once again, Sam Johnson checking back, but it was played beyond her. That's one thing that's got to change, that communication, knowing when your forward's coming back and when they want that ball played into space. And we've seen a couple times Sam Johnson checking in, but the defender or the midfielder playing that ball long.
I just want to see some more passing in the midfield and slowly working the ball forward rather than these long shots. They do work, but how many chances are you going to get?
Cassie Massey able to keep that ball in on the far side. Jacobo would rather have it at her feet than let it go out for a goal kick.
Very smart.
Jacobo, rising senior at CSUN, led the league in saves last season. That one looking for Fernandez. Valentine with the first header. A free kick as Bobby Roberts goes down in the midfield. Bobby Roberts and Cassie Massey, two of the best names in the W League, Simon.
I agree. I know you relish every time you say that, so yes, I agree with you.
Throwing on the far side of the Blue Heat. So we're in the 31st minute here at Jack Kemp Stadium. It's the LA Strikers 0, the Santa Clarita Blue Heat 1, here on Kids Sports Zone. Roberts can't shake Garza, but Fernandez finds the ball. Into the channel for Bell. Bell gets the cross off. Oh, go out. But Jacobo was worried there for a minute until she saw it fly on for her, the right side of her crossbar.
Certainly was, yes. Any goalie would be worried about that. That could have gone one way or the other, and lucky for her, it went over the crossbar. Again, great flank play.
Well, the flank play is there, Simon, but it's that final ball needs to be pulled back away from the keeper.
Right now, you're right. We'll watch the game here for a second.
Garza in acres of space. Tries to thread through, but Valentine's there. Nadia Link on this loose ball. Ooh, sidesteps Erskine. Looking for the far corner. She'll win a corner kick.
Mark, I was saying it's end-to-end stuff. That's why I can't finish a thought here. It's fantastic end-to-end stuff. But they're looking for that guy like an Emil Heskey that can hold the ball in the center somewhere, then pass to someone that can score a goal. That's lacking on both sides of the pitch. But again, it's end-to-end stuff. How can you complain? You just watch this game through and through. It's been exciting.
Holly Hine for Artie, the fourth corner kick of the game for the Blue Heat. Could only muster one in their 2-0 loss to the Pally Blues. When Jorgensen punches away. Danish keeper has good command of her box. She'll have to deal with this ball in once again. Two players free on the back post, and that should have been 2-0. Unable to keep the effort down.
You know, that she's going to be dreaming about that shot for a long time. That was probably harder to miss. And the question I have is, where were the defense?
All the way up from the outside left back position was Kyla Kret, just unable to keep that effort down. It remains 1-0 here in the 33rd minute. Fernandez, poked away by Garza. Link. Link wants it back, but instead it's going to be played through for Edith Fernandez. Erskine did just enough. Oh, that's a good ball for Melissa Fernandez. Bell. And Hannah Baird, who stepped up into the attack, does just enough to force the throw-in for the LA Strikers. Jamie Bell out of LMU with the throw-in. Well stepped in by Nadia Link. Garza. Tigerish work in the midfield by Megan Erskine. Bit too much mustard on that ball for Baird, who was unable to control. You'll like this as an Englishman, Simon. Beard spent 2010 with the Liverpool Ladies.
That is my favorite team, by the way.
Fernandez with space. That's a good ball for the delayed run on the far side. But once again, a bit too much pace on it, so it comes for naught. That'll be a throw-in for the Blue Heat in the 35th minute. A poor giveaway right to Bobby Roberts in the midfield. Beard turns. Fernandez. Beard wants it back, and once again, just a bit too far in front of her. But who's there to clear it away? None other than Taylor Ramirez.
It was the right idea. She held the ball in the box, tried to find a teammate, tried to get it to her. Unfortunately, there was a lot of defenders around her, but that's what I want to see moving forward.
All right, folks, along with the Black Army, clap along. Here we go.
Short corner. Shot to the near post from Bell. Easy for Jacobo. Pushed on to Fernandez. Just a step offside. Did the assistant referee get it right that time?
Yes. There should be no room for complaint on that one.
The Santa Clarita coaching staff off the bench, up in arms.
Well, you can't blame them.
A hint of a handball, but it will just be a throw-in. Fernandez telling Bell to come up and take this. Erskine.
There you go.
Good switch to the far side. Massey able to bring it down. Can't get by Kret. Somehow that ball stayed in, and Kret is able to turn and get it up the line. Lovely layoff from Fernandez. Nadia Link streaming down this near side. That ball played too central, and Vanessa Valentine able to get it away. Good work by the captain, who just finished her first year as assistant coach at Hope International University.
She has great field vision. I was watching her last game.
Luis has it taken off of her feet. This is Johnson. Ramirez there once again. Stabs it forward for Link. And the Blue Heat content to keep the ball in the 37th minute. And just as I say that, the long searching ball in. Portuguese international Fernandez brings it down. Cleared away by Rachel Fleming. Good touch from Katie Russ out wide to Kylie Kret. A free kick. Lucky to win that free kick in the midfield, because that first touch popped up in the air, allowed those defenders to come in. So,
and this could be
referee's
very
whistle saved her here.
Very dangerous, Mark. This is what I don't want to see happening. A strong, big team with set plays that can easily be kicked into the box. Let's see what happens.
It could be a straight-on shot here. That's that low ball driven in, but right to Jorgensen. And we were talking before about the Pally game between the LA Strikers and Pally, and we thought maybe the reason Jorgensen came in for Alyssa Congdon was because she's more assured on those crosses. Congdon had a bit of trouble in the first game dealing with those balls in the box and the set pieces.
Absolutely right. She had a very good game other than those crosses. This goalie right here does very, very well everywhere she's played, whether it's coming for crosses, coming towards a player. So I'm very impressed with this goalie.
A nimble footwork to get out of the corner from Cabrera, but the clearance left a lot to be desired. Right to Link. Link plays it across. Lovely turn from Holly Hine. But her last touch a bit too heavy, and the Strikers are able to clear. 39th minute here at Jack Kemp Stadium. 1-0 in favor of the Blue Heat over the Strikers. Goal coming in just the 4th minute for the Blue Heat. And looking for a second. What a tremendous strike. 2-0 now.
That was a fantastic goal.
It's Laura Luis, Portuguese international, with a goal. spotted Jorgensen off her line, and a beautiful chip over the Danish keeper.
Nothing the goalie can do, and that's what the Portuguese are here to do, to score goals like that. If you were not here to see this, wow.
So far, it's been the Portuguese connection causing all the trouble for the Blue Heat. Have to get confirmation on the first goal. Believe it was Edith Fernandez with the assist from Borges. And then that goal by Laura Luis means all three players in some capacity from the Portuguese national team are on the score sheet for the Santa Clarita side. On a clever run from Laura Luis, leaves the ball off. Good defending. Vermillion whistled for the foul on Bobby Roberts. So 2-0 here in the 40th minute. Goal just a minute ago on a stunning strike from Laura Luis. Here is the goal scorer, perhaps trying to be a bit too cheeky on that occasion. Bobby Roberts, former All-American at the Masters College. Couldn't find Cassie Massey on that far side. One thing to notice is Massey started out on this left-hand flank and switched over with Jamie Bell to the right. Those two like to switch flanks every once in a while just to mix things up a bit. The entire LA Strikers substitutes are off the bench. Wonder if Damian Brown is going to ring in the changes at halftime.
I think he's going to have to, Mark. I think he's going to have to bring in someone that can command the midfield, let Valentine do her job in the back, push people forward, and then get more chances on goal. Right now, you can see they're just shooting the ball, and it's going straight to the opposition. So someone's going to have to come in and change. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, but we'll leave it. I don't want to make predictions.
Bobby Roberts. Massey loses out. And Fernandez trying to pull off that central defender. It'll be a throw. Well, Nadia Link saves it. Hard to tell with all those lines on the field, Simon.
Yeah.
Link cutting inside Erskine. Oh, good ball slot inside for Louis. Skips past her defender. Good save by Jorgensen.
Very brave on Jorgensen. Comes out. As you... has no regard for her own safety, goes in, dives in, gets the ball. Very good. Now, can they calm the game down a bit before halftime? There's going to be a lot of talking going on.
Link brings down the ball in midfield. But what a touch to elude Jamie Bell. Garza really dictating the pace and rhythm of the game for the Blue Heat. There she is once again, flicking it out wide. Fernandez brings it down top of the box. Borges was streaking in behind her, but is won back by the center defensive duo of the LA Strikers. Roberts out wide to Rachel Fleming on the far side. 43rd minute now as Fleming looks to push. Oh, Massey's made the run. Can she get inside her lady? Yes, she can, but can't get past Jacobo. Both goalkeepers doing well to read the play and come off their lines. First time in the game that Cassie Massey has gotten the better of Kylie Krett on the far side. But Jacobo came to her rescue. Massey to bring it down in midfield. Hannah Beard has it stabbed away. Johnson. Oh, not a bad ball in. Jacobo's out, misses. But she does just enough to put off the striker. That'll be a corner kick for LA in the dying moments of this first half.
It's slow getting up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the ref tells her. There's only a few moments left.
Well, it's Melissa Fernandez who made the run in, and once again, Jacobo off her line. Fernandez did well to get that ball over the advancing keeper, but Jacobo able to get a touch.
Very brave. I mean, both players, very brave.
10 players back defending this corner kick. Oh, it's a good ball in. Jacobo punches away. Johnson, quickest to react. Did it take a touch? Yes, it did, says the referee's assistant. Second corner in quick succession for the LA Strikers, seeing if they can steal one before halftime.
This will be the best time to get a goal right now, right before they go into the halftime.
A good ball in once again. Fernandez is up. She misses. Second opportunity, and it's put in. The LA Strikers have pulled one back. It is now 2-1 with less than a minute to go in the first half. And it looks like we're going to need a stretcher here as Jacobo came plowing in, as she should. Exactly what a goalkeeper needs to do.
Right.
But Jacobo punched, and white jerseys did not react quickest enough. The black and red did, and they have pulled one back right before halftime. That is a huge momentum swinger going into the locker room.
They are going to go to the locker room right now. The coach is going to tell them, great job. There's obviously maybe an injury going on. The adrenaline is rushing through her body right now. She's saying, yeah, she'll probably want to get back on the field after that goal. But so far, with this goal, the momentum is now with the Strikers.
Well, we have an injury down on the field. Can't tell who it is as the clock has struck 45 minutes here. The LA Strikers pull a goal back, and they now trail the Blue Heat 2-1. What changes do you see being made in the second half?
Well, let's be really honest here. I haven't seen much going on in the midfield on both these teams, but at the end of the day, we've got to have the Strikers come out and work the midfield. Let's not just kick the ball straight to the goal. This is not the 1970s, and we're not in Division 1. Let's move the ball around. Let's play like Brazil, or, follow what the Portuguese ladies are doing. Move the ball around, get it, and when you get to the 10, have a shot at goal, but no haphazard shooting the ball into the area and hoping someone gets it. That will be, I think, where an additional player might come in, i.e. one of the players from 2 weeks ago that was doing well can come in. And I need Valentine to essentially be the lone person in the back. Let every one of our defense move forward and flow, like an ebb and flow towards the opposition, and maybe there'll be a goal or maybe even two. So,
oh, the good news is that Melissa Fernandez is okay, and she's the one who created that goal by being so aggressive, and she got a nice handshake from Cynthia Jacobo. The two of them will be seniors coming up this fall at CSUN. But when they get on the field, all bets are off. All friendships are off. No love loss between these two sides at the moment.
Well, they're both professionals, I got to tell you. It was good to see them both. Just think they're not, they don't want to hurt each other at the end of the day. So it was good to see that. We only have a few moments.
How much stoppage time do you think there will be now that injury occurred right at the end of the half?
2 minutes.
Well, either way, it's a huge confidence boost for the LA Strikers. 2-0 is very different than going in the locker room trailing 2-1, especially when you've just pulled the goal back. And it was a beautiful finish. Once again, we have to get confirmation of the goal scorer.
They say 2-0 is the worst goal line to have. And let's hope that the LA Strikers can capitalize on that one goal and get another one in. Maybe we can. Maybe there's time left to make it 2-2.
Nice turn from Bobby Roberts. Quick touch pass to Erskine from Bell.
You can see that
it forward.
You can see they're playing with a little bit of urgency now. They scored that goal. There's a bit of blood rushing through their veins.
Well, that will do it for the first half. It seemed to be all Santa Clarita. Scored a goal in the 4th minute, then took the lead, or extended their lead on a beautiful strike from Laura Luis, Portuguese international. But right before halftime, the LA Strikers steal a goal off the corner kick, and we are all set up for a beautiful 45 minutes here. Before we take a break up here in the booth, Simon Allen, you are the Dalai Lama of soccer. You have a show called the Dalai Lama Soccer Show. What will you be talking about in your upcoming show?
Well, definitely my time here. I'm going to be talking about this game right here, because if you don't come here live and watch these games, you don't know what you're missing. It's great to watch it on that computer screen. It's great to go and watch it on TV, but you got to come out here to these matches live. It's not that expensive. You come out here, you be amongst the people, and you watch some great soccer. This is what I'll be talking about this week.
And when can we find your show, and where can you access it?
Well, you can go to www.simonallensoccer.com, and you can see just hear about every show I've ever done, since 2005. Tune in.
All right, well, we have 15 minutes up on the clock for halftime. We're going to take about a 13-and-a-half-minute break up here in the booth, and we'll be back to talk about the changes we think will be made before the second half. Stay with us here on KidSportsZone.com at halftime. It's the LA Strikers 1 and the Santa Clarita Blue Heat 2.
again, folks, would like to remind you that in the event you can't make all of our games here or on the road, we understand we'd love to have you here every home game at least. You can catch the Strikers online, streaming live. Again, though, we are very happy and proud to have Region 1567. AYSO, we've got some proud folks here watching their kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, a recap from the first half. For the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, goal in the 4th minute from Nadia Link. Assist by Anna Borges. In the 40th minute, goal for Santa Clarita Blue Heat from Laura Luis. And then a goal in the 44th minute for your LA Strikers from Sam Johnson. At halftime, it is 2-1.
Again, folks, you and I are enjoying the soccer expertise courtesy of Region 1567 AYSO, Los Feliz. We've got both the U8 girls and boys out there. As far as the girls, maybe we have some future Strikers out there. Again, would like to remind you, for those folks that might not be aware, there are raffle tickets available, only $5 a pop, only $5, a very small investment for a very big return, which could put you and 3 of your closest friends or family members on the sidelines at the LA Galaxy Chivas game, as well as 4 Stadium Club passes and free parking. So, $5, tickets available at the merchandise table or the box office. Obviously, the more chances you have, in your pocket gives you a better opportunity of winning those tickets. But again, $5 raffle tickets available at the merchandise table or the box office, and good luck.
What's this Stars TV thing?
We're doing another thing. Is on?
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey folks, how about a big round of applause and cheer for our boys and girls team?
All set for the second half here at Jack Hem Stadium. Mark Serber along with Simon Allen. And Simon, LA Strikers trailing the Santa Clarita Blue Heat 2-1. What changes do you think head coach Damian Brown's going to make?
Right now, the one person I want to see on the pitch is a midfielder that can control the midfield, can move the ball from the midfield to the forwards and get them on their feet so they can essentially score a goal from a point blank range. I'm hoping the coach does that.
And my guess is that you're talking about Laura Stockdale.
Absolutely right. Her last game, she was great in the midfield. She took a few knocks, but she also dished them out a bit. So I think if she comes in right now, she can control the midfield. Valentine can essentially have her defense move forward, and there could be a little bit more play in the midfield to where the strikers can maybe get some space and get a few shots on goal.
And we talked about beforehand, in that game against the Pali Blues, with Laura Stockdale in the midfield, the LA Strikers controlled that midfield. It was only when she ran out of gas that Pali started to take over that game. They got a goal a minute before she left, and then another goal after when she was already off the field. But before that, the midfield was hers. So I think you're right. It'd be a good idea to bring her on for the second 45. We're all set for the final 45 minutes here between the LA Strikers and the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. And if the second half is anything like the first half, then you're in for a real treat here on Kids Sports Zone. Well, we're all set, Simon, but not really. Don't see the Strikers. Now a couple of players are starting to come out of the locker room, but
7-on-2 is going to be a pretty good game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the referees can put on a jersey and play.
Well, actually, speaking of 7-on-2, the last time these two teams played in the LA Strikers home fixture, the Santa Clarita Blue Heat beat the LA Strikers 7-2.
What a great segue.
Yeah, and Stacey Rodwell had her 2 goals for that year for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat against the LA Strikers. Hannah Beard, now playing for the LA Strikers, scored for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, as well as Edith Fernandez. In the return fixture played at Santa Clarita, it was much closer game, score tied 1-1, and you're expecting to see something a little closer to that scoreline than to a 7-2 scoreline.
Well, anything's up for grabs right now. The sun is setting. I'm thinking that's why they're coming in a little bit late. They don't want to play against the sun. And I think they're really G'd up right now. I think the coach has told them, you're doing great. Go out there, take a few more shots on goal, move the ball forward. And, they know how to essentially counteract whatever the Portuguese players do on the other squad. So I think it's theirs to win right now.
Now, speaking of the Portuguese players, we do have confirmation of the goals for you from the first half, and they are all over the score sheet. The first goal was scored, though, by players not Portuguese. Nadia Link was the one who slid that ball home, but it was Ana Borges who slid into the channel and provided that beautiful cutback. Second goal was in the 40th minute for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, and that was all Laura Luis with that beautiful turn and 35-yard strike in the midfield. But Sam Johnson for the LA Strikers made it interesting with a goal in the 44th minute to get this game back to 2-1. That is where we stand going into the second half as Sam Johnson opens not only her account but the LA Strikers account for the season.
Mark, I want to see a lot of man marking out too much sort of free reign given to a lot of these flank players. If the strikers can essentially get that, do one-on-one marking, then I think they're going to control this game. They can actually get a victory out of this one. I'm very confident that they can if they stick to their guns and control that midfield.
Well, some Santa Clarita Blue Heat players are up walking around, but they still have the bibs on, which makes me think that they're not going to come in just yet. 5 substitutions in the W League, so plenty of players can come on, change the complexion of the game.
It'll be a brand new game if 5 players do come on, but I don't think the coaches are going to do that. I think they can see what's going on the pitch. They're going to tweak a little things here and there and see. It's going to be a very exciting 45 minutes.
Well, the Santa Clarita Blue Heat are out, and they're already in their formation, staying warm on the field. The Strikers in their final huddle. See which team can pick up 3 points this evening. Either way, one team's going to pick up their first points of the evening. Both teams coming off of 2-0 losses on the opening day of the season against Pali, and coincidentally, both teams' next match is away to Pali as well.
Tough competitors. I think there's a little bit of gamesmanship going on here. I would do that with my playing days, essentially get in that huddle and let the other team do whatever they have to do, sort of wait for us. It's a little bit of home field advantage. A little bit of gamesmanship.
Ladies are now taking position, so here we go.
All right, so the good thing is we get second chances, so we are now ready for the second half here on Kids Sports Zone. And it will be the LA Strikers to kick off these final 45 minutes. If these two teams are tied at the end of regulation, there's no extra time. They will share the points. And this is Rachel Fleming. Borges quickly on her. But Fleming able to get it off to Hannah Beard in the midfield. And gets by the first challenge that is brought down for a foul.
Easy call for the ref.
Garza the guilty party there. Quickly taken. Fleming once again has Massey wide open. Didn't pick up her head. Massey had acres of space on this near wing, but instead the ball's on the other side with Nadia Link. Long ball looking for Fernandez. Ramirez sprays it out wide. Up the line looking for Link. Looked like it was a foul on Megan Erskine, but instead it's just going to be a throw-in for the Strikers.
The referee has let these players play very well. He's made a few very good calls, but overall he's let the fluidity of the game go on.
Switch cut out by Borges. Can't get inside of Fleming. Good job to quell that counterattack. Kret wanted the overlap, but instead it's going to be switched around the back. Holly Hine, good job to keep possession. Oh, and well won by Sam Johnson up top. And now it looks more like a 4-4-2. Started out as a 4-3-3 for the Strikers, and now a 4-4-2. And one thing I was thinking of, Simon, is that is to erase that 4-3 advantage that Santa Clarita had in the first half. We'll get back to that as the second, as another chance is on here. Tight angle. And that ball smartly pulled back, but Laura Luis was not ready for it. This is Link. Score of the game's first goal, Link. Tigerish work by Cassie Massey. But it will be a throw-in for Santa Clarita. Katie Russ will leave this one off for Kyla Kret. Out of Fresno State. Borges.
The skill level of Borges is amazing. I mean, she's reading every ball, whoever it goes to, opposition or herself. It's fantastic right now.
Johnson, little touch forward. Not a bad idea, but nobody making that diagonal run through that back line. And it's easy for the Jacobo to clear. Oh, look at that recovery speed from Borges to get in front of Cassie Massey. Massey just a good job to clip it off her, not allow her to usher that ball out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in deep in the Santa Clarita Blue Heat end. Rachel Fleming wanted to take it quickly. Nobody coming in support. Now she gets it, and Fleming with the return ball into the box. Fernandez. Still chasing it, Fernandez. And it will just be a goal kick, but Ferocious work from Fernandez up top. It's what led to the opening goal for the LA Strikers, and Fernandez continuing her high work rate here in the early part of the second half.
Mark, right now I'm looking at the Strikers goalie, who's way off her mark right now. The sun is in her face and in her eyes. I'm wondering if that's going to be taken advantage of soon.
Going back to that second goal for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, tremendous strike from Laura Luis, but you didn't feel that Jorgensen was too far off her line?
Yeah, they've been playing off the line, almost too much. But at the end of the day, that could be a... Here we go.
Beautiful ball in from Borges. Link brings it down. Oh, tremendous passing in the box, but a crucial intervention by Vanessa Valentine. The captain coming up big once again for the LA Strikers.
Why she's got the armband on. She's controlling that defense very, very well, like she did the last game as well.
Throwing on the far side. Launched into the box. Fernandez tried to flick it on. Gets it at the second attempt. Played forward, looking for Luis. Neatly brought down. Link joins the attack. Garza from distance. Tremendous strike from the Mexican international, just off target.
I think the goalie had that one. If she was a little bit more off the line, maybe it caused her some trouble. If the ball was a little bit to the left of her, it would cause some trouble, but she had that one.
Jacoba is sporting a bit of a Aston Villa goalie jersey.
1960s West Ham, maybe.
Good ball into the channel. Borges is there, has a step on Fleming. Borges looking to curl it. That's a beautiful goal. It is now 3-1 in favor of the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, and it's all Borges who now has a goal and an assist.
That's what she's here to do. She got the ball, moved it forward, saw the space behind the goalie, taps it in. Clinical.
Well, you could tell she was going to that far corner the entire time, but slotted it home confidently. The Borges has been a real handful down this left-hand side.
And she points to the stands to her fans that are here. I'm loving that.
That goal made in Portugal, scored in Glendale. Garza. Well won back by Sam Johnson. Hannah Beard muscles off a challenge. She looks for the far post. Glances just wide.
I like the vision on that play. She muscled away into the area. She got a shot off a bit to the right, and it would have definitely been a goal.
Well, that would have been the perfect response for the LA Strikers. Trailing now 3-1 on a goal from Anna Borges in the 50th minute.
Haven't lost a step, Mark. You know, they're still walking and they're still running like they did in minute one. There are no tired legs right now. Let's see how long that lasts.
Well, so well conditioned. The college girls coming off of spring ball. Many of these players, such as the Portuguese internationals, such as Hannah Beard, playing with club teams in Europe during the winter, haven't really missed a beat here starting W League play. That's going to be a free kick for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. By the looks of it, this ball is going to be launched into the top of the box. Holly Hine, Edith Fernandez, Nadia Link, and Anna Borges, as well as Laura Luis, who wins that header up at the top of the box. Garza wants to unload from distance again, and this time didn't get the same kind of contact as she did on that first opportunity.
I can see a few of these things happening. You know, long shots, you know, they're well worth it. They've got a nice 2-goal cushion. She won't regret taking that shot.
Well, a bit of journey here in the 53rd minute.
Mullet and think about 1983 right now.
Sam Johnson thinking about this throw-in on the far side. My apologies. I think that's Zakaya Bywaters on the far side. they don't announce these substitutions at halftime, so we're playing guessing game up here in the booth.
Well, that's a critical substitution. I wish we knew that. That could very well be a game changer.
Oh, that is in fact Sakaya Bywater. She's a senior at UCLA and a member of the U23 national team pool. Popped up in the air by Fleming. Garza gets there first. Slips it inside for Holly Hine. Pushing it through for Link, just a step offside. Now, they were caught offside 7 times against the Paoli Blues, Santa Clarita, but this time around, except for that occasion, they've done a good job of holding their runs.
Yeah, they'll take their chances if they're a step off. That's fine. They'll get plenty of more. I mean, that's to be expected. They're up 2 goals.
Here comes the Danish goalkeeper's free kick. Bit heavy on the touch from Fernandez. Fleming.
Boyd is reading this so well, Mark. So well.
Be a throw-in for Kret. Feel there that Massey had to open up her body a little bit and let that ball roll down the flank. Because even if it did come right to her feet, she wasn't going to be able to turn on that occasion. Borges continuing to be a handful down that left-hand side. This time, however, the throw-in goes in favor of the Strikers. Trailing 3-1 as we enter into the 56th minute of play here at Jack Kemp Field. Laura Luis scored a stunning goal in the 40th minute. This time gets it inside to Fernandez. Back to Luis. Beautiful combination. Play continues from the Portuguese. That is a tremendous goal at any level.
Wow.
The interpassing between Luis and Fernandez was devastating. And now Fernandez completes the trio of Portuguese international scoring for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the LA Galaxy forwards can take a look at this. And this is how it should be done. Interweaving, great passing, and a clinical goal.
I was going to say Helder Postiga, Nani, and Ronaldo should be taking a look at that.
I'll agree.
That is what the W League is all about. Skill of the highest class from these ladies.
Now it's all about the strikers. Can they keep their shape? Can they keep their composure? Do they have level heads? It's not over. There's chances to be made.
2 goals inside the first 10 minutes of this second half have stretched the lead from 2-1 to 4-1 for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Strikers looking to have the deficit. That's not a bad ball in, but instead of letting that go through, maybe try and get a touch and wrong foot the keeper perhaps as it goes harmlessly wide of Jacobo's goal.
Those kind of plays aren't really going to work well right now. Remember, the sun is in the striker's eyes. They're not going to know when that ball bounces. So moving a little bit forward into the box might help.
The LA Strikers are getting ready to make a substitution, and it's going to be Dominic Richardson. And she's going to replace Rachel Fleming. So Richardson, rising junior at Mizzou, University of Missouri, of course, 6 goals in her sophomore season for the Missouri Tigers. And she replaces Rachel Fleming. I believe she just came on and said, hey, Massey, push a little bit higher up. So we'll see how Richardson deals with the speed of Anna Borges down this flank.
Well, that's the person I would have been marking one-on-one. None of this zonal play. This is the play that I would say mark one-on-one. Don't let her move. Maybe the goal line would have been a little bit less.
Johnson chasing. Ramirez gets it out wide. And just hacked out of bounds. Strikers throwing. Black Army still in full voice. Another weak effort, easy for Jacobo. Not a bad idea from Hannah Baird. Just needs to get that 9-iron behind it rather than the putter. Jacobo's punt in the 59th minute. Settled by Garza. Holly Hine. Lovely ball through for Borges. Good job to keep it in. And Hine arrives in support. A beautiful one-touch ball in. Laura Luis unable to bring it down. Good defending at the back from the strikers. Lovely touch from Fernandez. Massey able to create a little bit of space. Hannah Beard. Space on the far side. Erskine pops it out wide to Bywaters. Working one-on-one, cuts to the top of the box. Played behind the intended target, and Borges is able to get it clear. Borges took a real shot. No malintent, just arriving a second too late. It looked a lot worse than it was.
You know, if it was any other team, I think, they would purposely try to go after their star player. But this was, like you said, nothing doing. She's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It is going to be a yellow card for Dominic Richardson for coming in late there.
That's the first call that I actually don't agree with. I think it was a proper challenge. Let them play her.
So it'll be a free kick for Cynthia Jacobo on the hour mark. Santa Clarita Blue Heat sitting pretty with a 4-1 lead heading into these final 30 minutes over the LA Strikers. And if you're head coach Charles Martinez, what time do you save your Portuguese international players for the June 2nd match at the Pali Blues?
Right now, actually. 60 minutes is enough. She's done her job. Let's just, bring on some players that need some time.
Massey muscled off the ball. Well shielded by Kyla Krett, who will win the throw-in. Richardson with the header.
Mark, looking at these players, there's a lot left in their tank, so...
Borges. Great job by Melissa Fernandez to come back, sneak in, and nick that ball away.
Oh, lovely.
Good shielding by Krett. Smashed away by Jacobo. I believe Krett's won every 50-50 ball on this wing. This time she pumps it forward, looking for Luis. Krett. Making her debut today for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. And this is Holly Hine. 20-year-old gets it back to Taylor Ramirez, wearing number 20. And now waiting for that late diagonal run of Edith Fernandez, but the Strikers' back line is wise to it. 31 goals and 100 caps for Portugal for Fernandez. And a goal here this evening for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Ooh, a bit too casual in the back. And it could be on here for Melissa Fernandez and the Strikers. Tremendous recovery from Krett. Fernandez. Beard. Gets inside Garza. Oh, beautiful sidestep of Ramirez. Plays it inside. I have to believe the offside flag would have gone up had Johnson got a foot to it. But the break could be on here for Santa Clarita. It's 2-on-1. Fernandez in the center. Gets it from Luis. It's all Fernandez. And she's saved on the line. It's the captain to the rescue once again, keeping the scoreline respectable as Fernandez looked to have had her brace.
The crowd says it all. Off the line save. Can it get more exciting than this? 30 odd minutes to go.
Offside this time on Laura Luis. Actually, it was Anna Borges got the ball from her teammate Luis. Both of them probably go to the same stylist and same shoemaker as well, wearing orange boots, which they have certainly justified tonight. I coach, and I always tell my kids, if you're going to wear those cleats, you better be amazing. But both of them have done an excellent job this evening, and definitely deserve to wear such loud neon shoes.
The crowd definitely knows who she is now with those shoes.
Well, this is Borges. Free kick for the LA Strikers in the 64th minute. This one goes off of Borges' last, much to her dismay.
Mark, the game level has gone up a bit. You know, the strikers are moving a little bit faster, but maybe their heads are not quite in it when they're moving this faster. Slow it down a little bit. Get those passes to the player and move the ball forward. I'm sure the coach is saying, great, you're moving fast, you're moving this quickly, moving across the pitch. Slow it down. Accuracy.
Well, something you don't see very often, a foul throw gives the ball back to the Blue Heat. Fernandez tried to touch it on for Luis. Oh, Luis dispossesses Ashley Cabrera, but Erskine able to slide over and cover. Good battle between Cret and Fernandez. Fernandez wins out. Oh, what a strike! And a tremendous save by Jacobo, tipping that over her crossbar.
Let's give Fernandez some credit. What a great shot, Mark. She was all over the pitch, did it all herself, takes a shot. Unfortunately, it didn't go in.
Top class save from Jacobo, though, able to push that one to safety. That would have beaten most keepers, but not the reigning W League goalkeeper of the year. Oh, break in play here is the referee coming over to have a word with Damian Brown, who's very upset about something. And I can see why. It's a goal kick. And Jacobo definitely tipped that one over. The Black Army with their chant, that was a corner.
Well, that's a nice chant, isn't
Yeah.
it? Usually something a little bit different anywhere else in the world.
Well, it is a family environment, and the Black Army is obliging. Mysteriously, a goal kick whistled here, and Damian Brown had every right to plead his case.
Coach Brown is a very calm coach. I've seen him off his bench a few times, but not really yelling.
Well, once again, the Strikers have the ball in deep. Now the options are arriving in the box. The cross too close to Jacobo, who will pick those out of the air all day.
Too easy for her.
Oh, the sun setting right behind that corner flag on the far side, killing us up here every time the ball is down in that box.
And Mark, I think that's what the ref saw. Just saw the sun, didn't see, the actual play. So we'll forgive him for that.
Cassie Massey recovers. Good one-touch passing to get out of traffic from the LA Strikers. Bywater screaming for the ball in the channel, but this one will roll through for Jacobo. Jacobo wanting to burn a few seconds off the clock here in the 67th minute. 3-goal lead for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat at 4-1. Beard with the heavy touch. Nadia Link pops up in the midfield. Garza. Such fluidity in the movement from the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. And Garza from distance once again. That one not far off the mark. The Mexican international wants a goal, and she wants it from behind 30 yards.
Did that scrape the post?
I think so. If not the post, the water bottle right next to it. Miscontrol from Massey leads to a throw-in for the Blue Heat.
Looks like this might be a substitution sooner rather than later. I see the coach talking to a few players. What do you think, Mark?
Looks like another player coming to that center line. But Edith Fernandez will let it roll out of bounds for a corner kick. This one the referee gets right.
Valentine's going to have to take care of their defense, make sure everyone's marked up right, one-on-one. Don't want to let another goal in. You never give up. You can see the players haven't dropped their heads. They still think they have belief. They still think they can get a couple of goals in. Right now, with this corner, they've got to prove it. You can see right now everyone's marking their specific player. You see who's in control of that back right now.
Well, Hine over her normal position. Good ball in, but Jacobo able to punch. Jorgensen rather able to punch to safety. Borges. Not sure what she was attempting there, and Jacobo just watches it go off the side netting.
Well, they have that freedom right now to shoot anywhere from the pitch. So, you know, if Borges wants to go from there, I think she's entitled to have that shot.
Time now for the striker turnaround. Here it comes.
69th minute. PA announcer calling for a striker turnaround, but it's going to have to be a bit of a miraculous comeback as they are trailing 4-1, heading into these final 20 minutes of play. Link couldn't get the better of Erskine on the far side. Santa Clarita beginning to get ready to make some substitutions, handing in the necessary paperwork to the officials at the scorers table. Battle won in midfield by the strikers. Bywaters. Fernandez. Onside on the far side. Hannah Beard is in the middle waiting for a cross. Not a bad idea trying to pick out the far corner, but more backlift rather than curl.
Hannah Beard was essentially marked by 3 players, so it was the right move on that part.
Now here comes the substitution as Taryn Boudreau set to check in. As well as Ruby Sandoval. And just like Garza played in the World Cup for Mexico last summer. Speaking of World Cups, Taryn Boudreau represented Canada in 2 under-20 World Cups in 06 and 08.
And you can see, just by looking at it, the quality was there, is there. Players that come off are waving to the crowd. This is a...
Well, credit to the Santa Clarita traveling contingent as well, coming out here in numbers.
Kudos to them. And I mean, the team itself is so fan-friendly. You know, they come out and they sign autographs and they talk to the fans. This is where you want to be right now.
The thing I love about the W League is you can get so close to the players. They'll always come up and sign autographs after the game. These stadiums here at the W League, you're close to the field.
Right. Well, we're in the best box, you know, best
Yeah.
seats, aren't we?
Well, I like to be able to see the play from up here, so. Coming to you from the top of the press box at Jack Cam Stadium, where it is the 71st minute between the LA Strikers and the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. And it's the visitors from Santa Clarita with a 4-1 lead. Courtesy 3 of the 4 goals from their Portuguese contingent. Taylor Ramirez has to be careful. Hannah Beard steaming at her. And in the end, she makes the decision to play it out rather than try and shield it to Jacobo. Right decision, too, from the 18-year-old.
You got some strikers essentially warming up. I'm thinking only a matter of moments when they get on the pitch.
I believe that Kelsey Kujin might have come in as well at halftime. Still looking to see. And so far in these last minute or so, play bogged down on this right-hand side.
Right now the sun's setting. I think there's going to be more chances of goals happening on that end. The sun won't be in the players' eyes. Let's see if Beard gets through into the box, gets a few opportunities. Anything can happen.
Be a throw-in for Dominic Richardson. Unable to find the feet of Cassie Massey. Jacobo. Have a feeling she's going to hold it, wait for Fernandez, tease her in, and now she plays it out. Played forward, looking for Link. Couldn't touch it past Erskine. Erskine so adept at cutting inside, but this time her pass picked out. Fernandez with the layoff to Link. Good diagonal run from Holly Heim, but that ball just in front of her. And Valentine's there to mop up the danger. Well, that ball's going to stay in. And now Link with acres of space on that near side. Dominic kept her onside, and so the cross able to come in. Jorgensen elects to punch it away. Maybe not the best decision as Santa Clarita still have the ball through Garza. Beard pushed off the ball by Borges. Lecret unable to keep it in. Referee says Massey didn't get a touch. And here comes wholesale substitutions. Laura Stockdale's coming in as well as Alex Quincy.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Stockdale on the pitch, doing what she did in the last game. Could very well be a game changer. The only thing is, does she have enough time to help score 3 goals?
Wendy Warner also making her debut for the LA Strikers. Warner, a rising junior at CSUN. Had 12 games played with 3 starts this year at Cal State University Northridge. So a bit of a line change here as Bywaters, who's come into a more central position, loses out.
Now check out who's in the midfield, right in the middle of the park, trying to control things. Good move by the coach.
Yeah, Laura Stockdale. I think that move coming about 20 to 30 minutes, a bit too late, perhaps. But only time will tell. So far, it's Adi Fernandez who's controlled this game no matter where she's been on the field, as she wins the ball off Richardson. Finds her international teammate. I think that ball was looking for Laura Louise or Nadia Link, making the run on the far side, but too much curve on it, right into the hands of Jorgensen. Oh, hard challenge by Erskine on the far side. That will be a free kick for Nadia Link in the Santa Clarita Blue Heat.
Calling for the phantom yellow card. Let's keep the theatrics to ourselves, ladies.
Yeah, we have all that coming up in Euro 2012. All those guys love to do that.
It's going to get choppy, as time goes. People are going to get frustrated. The fans are going to get frustrated. The players are going to get frustrated.
Well, I think 2 tired legs, your tackles are going to come in a bit later. Step too late.
No argument for me. Once you get tired.
This time the offside flag goes up against Sam Johnson. Scorer of the lone goal in this game for the LA Strikers. And what a beauty it was as Melissa Fernandez came flying in, forced Jacoba to punch the ball out, but it fell kindly for Johnson. And she did the rest beautifully, just scooping it over and into the net on the half volley.
Well, hasn't this been a great game all around? If you were neutral right now, why would you not want to be here? It's been end-to-end stuff, barn-burning stuff, both teams giving
I'm going to answer that for you, and it's because they want to listen to us, Simon. That's why.
Why?
But we definitely want you guys to come out here and see the LA Strikers live in person here at Jack Kemp Stadium on the campus of Occidental College. But if not, you can always listen to Simon and I right here at kidsportzone.com. As Nadia Link on the far side in the 76th minute. Fernandez holds it up in the box. Oh, what a shot in, just missing the far post.
And the Strikers have to step up to those shots because at the end of the day, they're going to be taking those shots from wherever they want. So step up to those players and at least try to get them to not take those shots.
Speaking of Kids Sports Zone, we will be back here on June 8th for the home match against the Victoria Highlanders. So a reminder to come on out, and if you can't, join Simon and I right here on Kids Sports Zone. Space for Luis.
Great interception.
Yeah, good intervention. Ashley Cabrera has done well since sliding into that center back position after playing the first game against Pally on the wing. Bywater. Good cross just over the head of Sam Johnson running in at that back post. There'll be a goal kick for Jacobo and the Blue Heat in the 78th minute.
And that's actually a very good run. That's a very good run on the part of the Strikers. This is something that should have been done from minute 1. I can see that happening probably 3 or 4 more times in the next 20 minutes. Well, 15 minutes and then getting a couple of goals in. Do we want this game to end?
No, especially now that the sun's gone down. I can see the whole field. I'm cool with it. Erskine with the clearance, throwing for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat in the 78th minute. But both Katie Russ and Sydney Vermaelen have gone off onto the sideline. Their night is done for Santa Clarita, but they've done an excellent job as Stockdale loses it in midfield. This is Borges. Has Luis and Fernandez in front of her. Nadia Link sneaking down the far side, and that's where Borges tried to go. Well, the striker's defense was wise to it. Stockdale, signed from the Durham Wildcats back in Durham, England. Hannah Beard played there with Stockdale this winter. Stockdale also captained Franklin Pierce to a D2 national title back in 2007. So success on both sides of the pond for Lauren Stockdale and Hannah Beard. And here is Stockdale trying to slide it through for Johnson. Well defended, and Taylor Ramirez, who's been stellar at the back, gets it out wide.
Good vision on Stockdale. Knew exactly where her player was. Got it to her feet. Unfortunately, three white shirts around her.
Too far for Dominic Richardson, so it'll be a throw-in for the Blue Heat. Leading 4-1 as we're heading into the 80th minute. Fernandez turns well. Lovely ball switch to the far side for Nadia Link. Louise waiting at the top of the box. Link looks like she wants to go at it alone. She's going to look for the curler. Red all the way. And this time the shot coming in from Louise right at Jorgensen, who'll be relieved to see that come right at her, especially considering what we saw Louise do in the first half.
An easy save for Jorgensen. She'll take those any day.
Excellent distribution, looking for Megan Erskine on the far side. But once again, it's the Blue Heat getting back in numbers. Stockdale late in arriving. Another break could be on here for Louise. Louise stealing in between the two center backs, trying to hold it up. It's Valentine once again. And Louise looks like she may have been hurt on that play.
This is why Valentine's the captain. She puts her body in harm's way. She gets the vital tackles and shows her class by going up to the forward, patting her on the back, telling her, is everything okay?
Amaryllis Demira, the Panamanian international, is getting set to check in for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat, and rightly so. She's going to take off Edith Fernandez.
I'm glad you said that name and I didn't.
Was practicing all last night. Well, Edith Fernandez was starting to run off. It is going to be Laura Louise. That seemed like the smarter choice considering Louise had just taken a knock. Once again, no fourth official to put numbers up for us, and Fernandez came sprinting over, so I thought her night was done, but it is Luisa's night who is done.
That's almost a like for like, in my opinion. I mean, both got great legs on them. They can run all day. Just giving her a well-deserved break.
Luisa's night is done in the 81st minute, but not before she put her stamp on the match with a stunning strike in the 40th minute to make it 2-0 at the time.
Definitely the highlight goal, would you think?
Oh, for sure. Scoring started as early as the 4th minute with Nadia Link on a pullback from Borges to give Santa Clarita Blue Heat a 1-0 lead. And then in the 40th minute, that sumptuous chip from Laura Louise from distance to make it 2-0. But then off of a corner kick in the 44th minute, Sam Johnson prodded home on the half volley, and we thought it was going to be game on, but 2 goals inside the first 10 minutes of the second half, both from Borges and then Fernandez, making it 4-1. And the Santa Clarita Blue Heat's night here at Occidental College. And that is where we stand in the 83rd minute. A foul this time will be whistled against Hannah Beard.
Personally, I like the game when it gets a bit chippy. The tackles are fast and furious. I want to let that one go, but that's just me.
So you're the LA Strikers, Simon, and you are playing Wednesday night at the Pali Blues at Pacific Palisades High School. What adjustments are you making from now till Wednesday?
I would essentially put a 5-person midfield in there. Make sure that between now and then, practice-wise, that midfield is packed. They know where each other are. Just by smelling each other, they can go, well, this person's here, this person's there. And make sure that they control that midfield. Because the midfield right now, to me, in this game, has been quite, for lack of a better word, dead. And with a dead midfield, there's no transition to scoring.
Deft little touch from Borges. Gets it inside for Ramirez. Panamanian international almost found her first goal with what was like her second or third touch of the game. Long punt from Jorgensen. Stockdale has Jamie Bell on the far side if she wants her. The cross comes in, but once again, no numbers in the box from the strikers. Clearance falls to Johnson off the post. A big gap in the field, and now Santa Clarita can attack with numbers here in the 84th minute. Demera checking in, but instead Link tries to thread it through to Borges. Borges slides it inside of Fernandez, looking for her second. Just unable to find the far corner.
End-to-end stuff. End-to-end stuff. Quality shots, quality defending, quality goalkeeping. It's getting a bit cold now.
Now Stacey Rodwell getting set to check in for the Santa Clarita Blue Heat. Had 2 goals, 6 assists last year. And both of her goals came in the 7-2 drubbing of their away match against the LA Strikers. Rodwell, another English lady who played at St. Leo University. And this is Rodwell with her first touches. Link. And the Blues not looking to put their foot off the gas at all, continuing to go forward. Kret. She wants to get in on the act. Hard challenge from Stockdale. 2 English ladies going at it. Rodwell gets the better of it, gets it to Borges. Into Fernandez. Still looking for her brace, Fernandez. As she wants a foul in the box. She's not going to get it when you're up 4-1 with less than 5 minutes to go.
No. I mean, it's chippy out there right now. But what do you expect for the last 5 minutes? The referee's not going to call that.
Oh, Borges continuing to run rings. But her shot right at Jacobo. Jacobo wants to get it out quickly. Johnson's chasing. Rodwell will bring it down for the Blue Heat. Link has done such a good job of cutting inside and almost fed it inside for Borges. A possession too easily conceded on numerous occasions in the midfield by the LA Strikers. But you have to say they haven't lost this game as much as Santa Clarita has won it with their passing and fluid movement and their ability to combine in tight spaces.
Yeah, just look at the back lineup for the Strikers. You know, they haven't missed really a beat, barring the scoreline. They're playing with cool heads, they're collected.
Well, so that's a tough challenge. A definite yellow card. Now that's a frustration foul. That's not arriving 2 or 3 seconds too late. That's just, I'm going to hit someone.
Yeah, that's definitely, you know, part of the game, but not really. And yeah, deserved of a yellow card.
Shasta Fisher, junior out of UVA, checking in now. And she replaces Anna Borges, so the LA Strikers won't be sad to see her leave. 1 goal and 1 assist for Borges, but her contribution goes much further than that.
I think the Strikers wanted her to leave a lot sooner, if you ask me.
Got the game going in just the 4th minute when she got to the channel and passed it back. And scored the 3rd goal as well, before helping to combine on that 4th goal for Fernandez. The Blue Heat exploding for 4 goals here after being held scoreless by Pally in their opener.
This game has not lost any pace. No.
Richardson misplays it.
Oh, cheeky.
Fernandez with the flick on. And Fisher has it tackled off of her by Richardson. Throw in by Kret. Fernandez. Kret. Nobody coming across the face of the goalkeeper. Quick outlet to the far side. Oh, even up by 3 goals, Nadia Link never stops working. 80-yard recovery run to get in front of that. And that leads to the pressure and to the errant ball played across.
And that's part of my our problem right now. Is like she did all this running and that no one came around to help her. Or there was no one in midfield. You know, you've got to help each other out in the midfield and get those bodies in the front. You know, kudos to her for just having so much gas in that engine. But there needs to be a little bit more help.
89th minute here at Jack Kemp Stadium. The LA Strikers trail the Santa Clarita Blue Heat 4-1. 2 goals in either half for the Strikers, more than canceling out the goal just before halftime by USC's Sam Johnson for the LA Strikers. Cheers all around from the Blue Heat fans. Valentine with the clearance. Erskine could only give it right to Nadia Link. Good job by Stockdale to come over and double. And this is Ashley Cabrera. Sidesteps the challenge. Oh, heavy challenge by Krett. She wins it back. Overlap from Fisher. Good defending from Massey.
I'd have a good talking to that player if I was a ref. That was a bit much.
My apologies, is Hannah Beard on that tackle. Either way, it's a throw-in for the Blue Heat in the 90th minute of play. Both these teams' next matches are against the Pali Blues at Pacific Palisades High School. First up will be the Strikers on Wednesday, and then on June 2nd, the Blue Heat will head to the Pacific Palisades.
It's going to be a very fun match to watch. I hope everyone does that. Hope everyone watches that, supports their team.
The LA Strikers will be right back here on Kids Sports Zone on June 8th when they take on the Victoria Highlanders out of British Columbia. Then after that, it's a 5-game Northwest road string for the Strikers. But right now, just trying to keep the scoreline at 4-1 as we are now into stoppage time, and you can't imagine, because of the scoreline, that not much is going to be added on by the man in the middle here.
I mean, also, he's already looking at his watch. He's tired. He didn't know these ladies would be running so much for so long.
Well, credit to the Strikers. Santa Clarita has played a blinder here tonight. Yeah. The Strikers have played some very, very good soccer here. Yeah. Scoreline really doesn't tell the whole story of the way they've played this game.
No, if you just read this in an article somewhere and you just saw the score 4-1, absolutely right. No justice to the game. Both teams played superbly, and they're playing to the very last second.
Yeah. Well, still, though, Santa Clarita, the better of the two sides on the day, and this will serve as a warning to all teams in the W League that 2-0 loss to Pali was just a blip on opening day. They are a team to be reckoned with, not only in the Western Conference, but across North America.
Fully agree with that.
Link. Overlap on the far side. In stoppage time. Despite having the 4-1 lead, the Blues Heat have never stopped going forward. Everything has been positive. No possession game to just see out the clock. They want as many goals as possible.
You have to respect that. You know, both teams have given their all. You certainly got your money's worth. And they're still going at it. Look.
Bywaters. Lovely cut in midfield. Needs that pass through. Oh, and she's found it to Stockdale. Slides it underneath. And once again, Jacobo gets a touch. Showing why she's the reigning W League Keeper of the Year, as that is the second clear-cut breakaway she has saved this afternoon.
Got big. Let me tell you, that was a great save.
A corner kick and a chance to make the scoreline a bit more respectable for the LA Strikers, to add a bit of pride heading into their Wednesday clash against Pali. They scored their lone goal off a corner kick. Not going to be able to do it this time around. But they do keep it through Valentine. Slid inside. Too many white jerseys camped out at the top of the box. And if Fernandez can save this, it'll be a 2-on-1. Well stolen away.
Referee's looking at his watch right now. He wants the game to end. He knows 4-1's a great scoreline.
And that will do it. The Santa Clarita Blue Heat have come into Jack Camp Stadium, and they have run all over the Strikers 4-1. Final thoughts, Simon Allen.
Well, just a great game for the neutral. If you're not out here watching this, you should be. Overall, two teams with a lot of gas in their engine, working really hard. Don't look at the scoreline, look at the sweat on the brows of these ladies. Really gave it their all. Great game.
High quality, high class match of football here in the W League this evening. We're going to wrap it up here in the booth, but stay with us here on Kids Sports Zone as I'm going to head down to the field and get some LA Strikers interviews. The Strikers will next head to the Pally Blues on Wednesday night before coming back here on June 8th, and all that action will be found on Kids Sports Zone. Simon Allen, before we go, where can we find you on Twitter?
At Dalai Lama Soccer.
Well, at Dalai Lama Soccer, and check out his show,
SimonAllenSoccer.com. The show is the Worldwide Soccer Show.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, Simon Allen. We are going to end it up here, but we will run down to the field and get some interviews. From the booth, it's the LA Strikers 1, the Santa Clarita Blue Heat 4. Thank you for listening, everybody. Here with Coach Damon Brown, and Coach, obviously not the result you guys wanted, but it did seem like there were pockets in this game where you guys did have possession of the game and dominated.
You know, I thought we came out maybe a little flat. We gave up a goal, obviously, 4 minutes in, but I think we found ourselves for a bit, and I would agree with you. In the first half, I thought there were some really good opportunities. They were stopped by some very good defensive plays from Blue Heat tonight. I think all in all, there were too many ups and downs for us, and we were caught too often in those periods where we were down.
What was the difference tonight between the two sides, other than those periods of being up and down?
You know, I didn't think we kept the ball very well today. I thought we made some decisions with the ball where it could have helped us a little bit more, and unfortunately, those decisions resulted indirectly in goals, and so those things hurt us, I think, tonight more than anything.
Why the goalie switch before tonight's game?
You know, coming into the season, we were very happy with Nikolai. Obviously, we have 3, I think, very good goalkeepers, and the opportunity to make sure that we get everyone the time that we need so that we can evaluate, so that they can keep themselves informed.
What are the biggest adjustments that need to be made before you face off against Pally again?
You know, I think obviously there's some things within the roster that we can adjust, and then some ideas and how it is that we want to play and how it is that we want to attack, and really becoming more solidified in some of our ideas in the play.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for your time, and good luck against the Blues.
Thank you very much.
Vanessa. Hey. Sorry, can you stand on the other side? Apologize. Here with Captain Vanessa Valentine. Obviously not the result you guys wanted tonight, but it did seem to me like the back line was working well in unison for most of the game.
Yeah, you know, we were working extremely well. We're still getting to know each other. We're still coming out to practices. We have new faces that are joining the team. So, you know, it's hard in these first few games to kind of get ourselves working together, knowing each other, knowing how to play with one another. You know, and it was an unfortunate loss. I think every single person did come out, worked hard. And, you know, it's just one of those things. We come back out to practice tomorrow. We suit back up for Wednesday, and we keep on moving on. We keep on working hard.
What are the lessons you take from this game heading into the Pally match?
Well, the lessons we take from this game, we learn something new every game. You know, we did have a few breakdowns. The first half goals could have been prevented. So we learn, and the good thing with Pally, we played them once. We know Pally Blues. We know what to expect. So Wednesday, we're going to be extremely well prepared for them to step out on the field because we know what to expect. We played them once, and we're ready for them the second time. If anything, this game right here just fuels the fire for us to step up for Pally.
Now, this is your first adventure away from Jack Kemp Stadium. Is it different going to play away in the W League? What are the pluses and minuses of playing away from home?
Playing away from home, it's a little bit difficult. I mean, Pally, you know, the field's nice, but they're going to have their home fans. Pally has a very good following, so with their fans, it's a little bit more difficult. But, you know, we know what to expect, like I said, and we're ready to step out. Wherever we go, we're going to be ready. We're going to be prepared.
All right, well, good luck against Pally, and we can't wait to see you right back here on June 8th.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much.